Almost 3 years ago now, the brilliant minds over at C.A.T.S released something we had never before seen on mobile. A game called C.A.T.S Crash Arena Turbo Stars, which was all about building a bot from different vehicle parts and then releasing it in fights against other players' battle bots in asynchronous multiplayer, with the bots then battling it out automatically. The game was pretty much an instant hit, and I think in large part due to the fact that there were so many different vehicle parts, so you could combine them to create some really crazy bots, which of course meant lots of different strategies and lots of different experimentation to be made. Over the years, we've then seen other developers like Load Complete have their go at the genre with Maximo League, and in 2019 we saw the very first mix of this genre and then the RPG genre with the game called Duels, epic fighting action RPG PvP game. Gotta optimize that name for search, right? I guess. But then just a few days ago, a new game in this genre released on mobile, and this time by a one-person indie developer whose previous game, Sumiken, I really loved. So naturally, I'm pretty excited today to play this newest creation called Megabot Battle Arena. And today, in this episode of my mobile gaming quest, where I look for the best new mobile games and I share them with you fine folk right here on YouTube, we will talk about the good and bad about Megabot Battle Arena and where I hope this game could go in the future in terms of additional features being added. So let's start by having a quick glance at our Megabot, which is made up of these different parts like the head, the core, the arm, legs, weapon, and a chip. So first up is our core, because our core defines how much energy our bot has, and that defines how many other parts we can equip. So the core we've got on us right now is the Gamma core. It adds 15 in energy and 122 in HP. And then we simply go through here and we add different types of parts, and some of these parts have different attributes. Like, for example, the beta arm we use right now, it costs 2 energy out of the 15 that our core has in total, and then it adds 113 HP. However, there's also this alpha arm, which we could equip to get some extra damage, because it has plus 5% slash damage. So that's something to consider and something to figure out depending on which strategy you want to go for. But basically, we just go through and we add these different parts to our vehicle, and then whenever we feel like we're done, oh, actually, look at this one. Beam Saber. I think that's straight out of Star Wars, right? I wonder if there's some copyright infringement here. Hopefully not. Can we actually equip that one? It doesn't seem like we have enough energy because it costs 5 energy and we're all out of energy on this battle bot. However, though, I think we'll be just fine without that part added, and we're also gonna go open up this super crate now to get some new parts even. Now, I'm glad to see that we cannot upgrade each of these equipment pieces. That would quickly make the game very grindy and most likely somewhat pay to win as well. You know the ones I'm talking about, like the upgrade systems like in Clash Royale, and they typically tend to have a pay to win effect on those games. Look at all of this new great stuff. We'll go have a look at that after we've done some actual battling though, because now we're ready for a fight and we have 2 different options. We can head into the championship, which is where we are gonna fight other players' bots, and if we're either in the top 3 by the time this championship is over in 16 hours and 32 minutes, or if we defeat all opponents, we then continue to the next championship. And actually, if we defeat all of them in this video, we will be immediately promoted, so we don't have to wait those 16 hours. Gaining a higher rank in these championships, by the way, allows us to gain better parts, higher level parts from these loot crates. And to get the loot crates themselves, we head into quick fights, where we can get 1 new crate every 3 matches that we win. So this core gameplay loop is pretty much exactly like in Crash Arena Turbo Stars, but let's head into a quick fight now, and I'll show you guys where Megabot differentiates itself. Because while we couldn't control our vehicle at all in Crash Arena Turbo Stars, we actually have 2 options here in Megabot Battle Arena. We can either make our jump bots, so we can use that to avoid enemy bullets, for example, or we can change the direction that our Megabot is running in. If we don't do anything, the bot will continue walking in one direction until it hits a wall, and then it'll start moving in the other direction. And now, even though we lost this match here, it does give us a huge advantage to be able to control our bot slightly through these controls, and it also makes the combat infinitely more exciting than in Crash Arena Turbo Stars. So I'm really loving this. I think it's a smart way to make the core gameplay loop just slightly more exciting. Even though, look at this, we are losing or can... Oh, we won! Yes, we actually won. Oh, that was a close one. Many of these fights seem to actually be close ones. Okay, so win 3 times to get a new crate. That is our objective now, and then afterwards we'll head into the championship to see if we can actually immediately accelerate ourselves to the next one. This should be easy, right? Only 214 HP on the opponent's side and only 59 in attack power. So I imagine, yep, there we go. This was an easy one. I mean, that's how it is, you know. Sometimes you'll be matched against a very easy opponent, and sometimes you'll be matched against a, you know, an opponent that admittedly might be just way too difficult for you right now. So let's win this last match here. We can do this. Oh, wow, this guy deals a lot of damage. Did you guys see that? 241 in attack power. Now, we did win, so this was actually our third victory. So now we're gonna get a new loot box, but that could have gone very, very wrong if we had not been able to avoid some of those attacks. I think we avoided one or two of them, right? Anyway, we can open this chest immediately by spending some premium currency. So let's actually do that right now to see what we're gonna get here. A gamma head, alpha leg, energy shield. We've got that already. Dual fan. Now that's interesting. That one I haven't seen yet. Hammer. Oh man, and a good chunk of gold as well, actually. Now I just want to really quick, before I show you guys the skill upgrading system, I just want to have a look at these new parts that we got. Do we have something that's better than what we've got equipped already? Gamma core, 122 HP, 110 HP. I really want something with some more energy on it. You know, energy is really the limiting factor here, because I really want to be able to equip this beam saber. Or this one here, 35 in attack. Is that better than... Oh, it's actually not better than the iron katana that we're already using. Well, in that case, here's how the skill system works instead then, which allows us to increase various parts of our bot permanently. Like, for example, its melee damage, the HP of certain parts. Like, for example, we can increase the legs here. We can increase the amount of HP on head pieces, but we can also, though, upgrade some pretty interesting things. Like, for example, over here, the chance to get an extra star when we get a part. So it could be a 2-star instead of 1-star, or 3-star instead of a 2-star. Or this one here, gain extra money from any source. All robot core parts will gain extra energy. Now this is the one we need. This is the one I want to upgrade. Okay, let's upgrade this once. And now upgrading it one more time is going to cost 6 skill points. We don't have that. We only have 3 left instead, but let's use that on upgrading. I want to upgrade melee weapon damage a few times. And now with the last one, how about we go for all robot core parts, gain extra HP, gains how much? 3% extra HP. Okay, so there we go. Now we should have one more energy, right? Is that enough to equip this new weapon? No, we still need... Okay, we still need one more energy. So I guess we just have to farm enough skill points to be able to upgrade that. I shouldn't have spent those 3 skill points on upgrading HP then. Anyway, now is the time to see how we'll do in these championship fights here. So, time to focus now. Gonna avoid attacks, jump over them, attack them from behind, and there we go. That was the first win. Now, fortunately, we actually don't have to go back to the menu to continue here in the championship. The next fight just starts automatically. Oh man, this guy deals a lot of damage. Oh, too much damage. Too much damage. No. That was a loss, guys. I mean, I think we would actually have been able to defeat that guy. Let's quit here. Okay, we're gonna quit immediately. Yeah, we did get some extra points. I mean, we have 3 points now, but we need how much? We need 121 points if we want to end up in the first spot. So I think our best option here, our best opportunity, is to be able to defeat these guys instead. So let's have one more go at this. This guy, easy, just like last time. Now, this next battle is the one where we have to focus, guys. I want to jump over him, attack him from behind. So let's make sure to do that. Oh man, okay, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there we go. Ha ha ha. That is how you do it. Awesome. Now, as for how this game monetizes, by the way, we can buy gems, which is a premium currency for up to $100. And then we can spend that on opening new crates with more parts in them immediately. Now, since the crates we get from winning 3 matches actually take some time to open, we have to wait typically, 3 hours, 6 hours. And I don't know, I mean, there could even be an 8-hour or 12-hour loot crate as well. Since that's how it works, and since we can then acquire some of those for free immediately through in-app purchases, yes, of course, it does mean that, you do get a pay-to-progress faster. Oh man, that was a close one, but we lost it. Anyway, you do get a pay-to-progress fast advantage if you spend money on the game. However, though, it seems like pretty much everything can be grinded through normal gameplay as well. And if you want to support the developer, there's a really neat $10 in-app purchase that will remove all timers from these loot boxes. So that's basically the in-app purchase I would recommend you guys to buy if you really start to get into the game, or if you just want to support this indie developer, because effectively with that one, you just have to, continuously find free matches, you gain new loot immediately. That in-app purchase is really a game changer. If you can afford it, I would recommend buying it. So you can consider it pretty much more like I guess almost like a premium game at that point. Now, we won 8 out of 10 matches, so there's still a few more bots that we have to defeat. But as you guys can see, we can also just continuously grind our way till we have enough points. until, you know, we are either in the, well, in the first spot or maybe at least in the top 3. And, you know, then hopefully you'll be able to stay in that top 3 until the championship is over. I just got an idea, by the way. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up these loot boxes here immediately instead of waiting, and we're gonna cross our fingers now. We're gonna hope that we get something really awesome. So let me just continue opening these here real quick. Tap to open. Okay, there we go. We got a shield. Oh man, that shield adds 200 extra HP. It might actually be worth it to add that. So this shield does take up a weapon slot though, so that's what I'm concerned about. But 240 extra HP. How much damage would we lose? We would either lose 41 damage or 48. You know what? These mini missiles actually don't add a whole lot of extra attack. Now that I look at it, they only deal 9 in damage, whereas we could have a rocket instead that deals 30 in damage. So let's unequip these. And let's definitely equip a rocket instead, even though we can't equip anything other than that one rocket. That's actually still dealing more damage, at least more than those mini missiles that we were using before. Now, we need a way to get 2 extra energy. So, you know, we don't have to unequip weapon parts. We can also unequip, for example, legs. So the legs we have right now only use 1 energy, so I guess that's not an option. The arm that we use actually uses 2 energy though. So maybe we can find something that only uses 1 energy. This one here has 50 HP. The one we have on us is 113, so that does not seem like a good trade-off. Or actually, it might, now that I think about it, because this adds... So the difference here is 50 HP basically, or 63 HP, but we'll be able to get 200 extra HP though from the shield that we can add. So let's add this shield now. Look at this. This is what I like about this game, going in here, making these strategies, and now we're gonna test it out in the championship, and hopefully we'll make it all the way to the top this time. We're already in the top 5 though, so we only have to fight a few more matches to at least get a free loot box. But you know what we're really going for here is to progress to the next championship. We defeated this guy. I think we beat him the last time as well, right? As far as I remember, it was the second match. There was the tricky one versus this robo guy here. So let's see if we can now take him out now that we have more HP. We actually did it! Yes! Okay, so our strategy is working perfectly, guys. So our shield did its job. And, you know, we have slightly... I think we have a bit more attack as well, don't we? There we go. We lost. Okay, well, listen, that was a mistake on my end. Let's try this once more, but this time, let's talk about what I think this game is missing at this point. Because there really isn't a whole lot I dislike about Megabot Battle Arena. I think it's more engaging than Crash Arena Turbo Stars, and the gameplay is very smooth already here in this beta stage. So really a huge thumbs up to the indie developer on that front. I would love to see a friend system though, and a guild system would be great to have added eventually as well. So I'm hoping that that is on the developer's radar for future updates. Being able to fight against the bots of your friends or even the bots of your guild, I think is going to add a lot to this game. It's going to be another game mode, and maybe you could get a different type of reward from doing so, and maybe that could, you know, allow you to buy other types of upgrades. I think social elements like that would be great to have added to this game for the future. So now the $1 million question is, what do you guys all think about Megabot's Battle Arena? I hope you let me know in the comments, and if you want to check out the game for yourselves, I have left the links for Android and iOS in the description box down below this video. Now we're not quite done yet though, because it's now time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that the mobile RPG Fate Grand Order has now earned more than $4 billion US dollars in total, according to a new report by analytics company Sensor Tower at least. I know the game launched all the way back in 2015, but it earned $1.1 billion last year alone, which is what really surprised me, honestly, as it means this game seems to earn more and more every single year it's been out. So this is a bit like Pokemon Go, I guess. You guys know I've never actually played Fate Grand Order myself, but seeing these revenue numbers kind of makes me think that it might just be for the better, as it sounds like this game is heavily pay to win. But maybe one of you guys can let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comment section. In any case, thank you very much for sticking around till the end of this video. I hope you had a great time here today, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.